The Natural Home Network. The Natural Home Network. The Natural Home Network.
Yeah, you said a mouthful right there, knowing where you come from and then having someone to lovingly connect those dots for you. As an adoptee myself
Yes.
and as a mother of two girls that are adopted, it is a gift when we as women are able to heal behind closed doors so that we break those generational habits, those generational ways of being that are so secret and so steeped in shame, and they don't have to be.
And I think that was probably one of the what happened for Elisa was that you never forgot me. Like all the stories and things that we would tell her, the things that she had, before we initially met in 2013, I got a book together with pictures of family members on both sides, on her father's side and on my side, and their names and things underneath of them, so she could see, like when we're having conversations, who are we talking about? Who am I talking about? The notes and things that I penned when I was 17, I gave to her in this notebook. And the hospital gives you like it's a birth certificate, a certificate of birth. They give that to you, but they put her feet, they had imprints of her feet, and I, gave that to her. I just wanted to share, I just wanted her to know that it never, not a day,
And she was and is loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's evident, in the ways that you are able to connect, and using scent, using the intention that you do when you create, it is beautiful to see. So thank you for sharing that part of your story and a very vulnerable part of yourself and your family.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. So with all of this, how do you heal behind closed doors? What do you do for yourself to heal?
I am learning, because this is a process for me, with all that I know and all that I do. I have to be intentional in that process for me. And with everything that does go on, I forget about me. But when I do it up big.
Yeah. It's like I'm cleaning the whole house in 2 hours. Yeah.
Right.
Leave it all. The best for last. No, I feel you.
So and Sean, she is very good at drop it right now. Done.
Good.
Get in the tub, turn the water on.
Yep.
Light a candle. Let's go.
It reminds me of somebody. Stop. You don't have to do all that.
You ain't got to do all that. That's not necessary. I'm going to be there. I'm going to come over. I'll do all that. I'll get the girls in their tub and the showers, and I'll do all.
Yeah.
So that actually helps me. Like when I know that my sister, that helps me heal, because those moments where I feel like I'm going, and not taking that time. And then when I'm told to halt, and then it is a halt. But I love I love essential oils, and that, I mean, in a minute. Is it called copaiba?
Yeah, copaiba, the endocannabinoid from Brazil.
In a minute.
Free. Yeah, you need it.
In a minute.
Anti-inflammatory and helpful for all sorts of stress. You can diffuse it or apply it topically. Yes, I'm very familiar with
Absolutely. Okay, okay. So, absolutely. Like, I love putting it in my body butter or my body oil. I love,
Wait, ho. You make your products and you put copaiba in them?
yeah.
You ain't tell me. You ain't tell me that. Which
I,
ones?
no, no, this is personal.
Oh, oh, right, because I asked, what do you do to heal behind closed doors?
Yeah.
Not what products do you create to help others heal? Okay, I needed to clarify that because I was going to go on the site as soon as we left and went and got something that you put. Thank you very
Right.
much. Please proceed. So you rub the copaiba down like you rub jumping in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Shout out
That's
to
it.
you.
That's
Rub it down. All right, go ahead.
So that is I do, you know. I mean, everyone knows, like everyone in the house, they're like, oh, mama needs an oil. Oh, mama needs oh, where's mommy's oil?
In the house.
Yeah, okay. So I liked incense. I walk around my house with the incense. I like the
Candles.
energy.
Candles.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, my candles are, you know, even the ones that are testers, you know, I'll put the tester over here, over there, everywhere. And but I definitely I enjoy that. Like I enjoy trying to make time, you know, like make time for myself. I really try as much as I can, but I got to get better at it,
Good.
honestly.
So, what is your favorite product that you create and why? Of all of your product line, what's your favorite? Other than, I mean, you make things other than candles,
I
right?
do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. Um, that's a
I
good
mean, it
question.
could be more than one. I mean, tell me what's some of your favorites.
Okay, well, it's kind of I don't know. But anyway, let me just say this. So I have certain candles that I enjoy making because of the way that they smell. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
So the candles, and now I'm not, well, the body butter, but the mango butter. The mango butter is the one that I enjoy making the most because of it's for babies and for everyone, but you know, for babies and the essential oils that I use in it. So I do have fragrant in body butters, and I have essential oil, which is an aromatherapy line that I do, and I enjoy making the aromatherapy.
Mm-hmm. What's my favorite? The one with the orange takabaka.
Taraka.
Yeah, that's my
Taraka
favorite
or
of all of them. It used to be one with the rose and the well,
yes, fresh cut rose and sandalwood. Now that one is my favorite right now.
It used to be. It got knocked out the park with that orange Tuki Buki one. Yeah.
Girl, okay.
Yeah.
And so yes, Taraka orange and bergamot.
That's
So
what it is. Yeah, the bergamot, and it smells like good hair grease.
okay.
You know, bergamot like Blue Magic it has.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I remember what Blue Magic smells like from my childhood, getting, sitting on the floor, talking
Yeah.
about Clint, like sitting on the floor, getting your hair done, and the part, and then they put the big old blue comb.
Oh, from the back.
Touch your hair.
From the back of the hair.
Yep. Yep. And then you had that little long line of bergamot, and then you go rub it in.
Ours was TCB though. TCB.
Oh, TCB Naturals in the orange, whatever, and the orange and brown container, yellow writing. Yeah.
Yes.
So I want to just pause for a second about the power of scent. So scent is connected to the limbic system, which is associated with emotion. So you talked about that orange bag that you had. Those are memories that are stirred up through the olfactory system in the brain, where it's stored in those long-term memories. And what bubbles it up to the surface is the smell. It's powerful. So, you know, us being able to go back to getting our hair done and our scalps greased,
Right.
or the beautiful smell of your grandmother cooking in the kitchen, and imagine seeing her playing the piano, you know, and what she looked like and how you felt and what you heard, what was what images were in your mind. That's what home is. So I can imagine you have bottled that up. So I appreciate 9026 and everything that you bring to it. And if anybody is looking for a scent, that orange tukabuka, get it. Get it.
And it's interesting because of, you know, like when we were talking about how am I going to get how am I going to get these stories and things across to people, you know, so obviously we created the different collections. And so the different collections have the different family members and what it was that they brought in reference to. So for my grandma and my great aunt, it was Abilene, you know, that's their roots. So we're like, Grandma, what do you remember, you know, about Abilene? Like, what do you remember about
Texas?
Kansas? Sorry, Abilene, Kansas.
Kansas. Oh, okay. Your grandma's from Kansas. All right.
Yeah, she's from Kansas. So having to remember that, and like just her coming up with, like, thinking about her father, you know, my great grandfather. So thinking about him and what he would do when he came home, and what he, you know, so one of our candles is called peppermint tobacco, and peppermint tobacco was he would come home and he would smoke a pipe.
Oh, and he would chew peppermint and it would smell like peppermint. And
no,
what?
They would, when he would come home from work, the kid would rummage through his pockets and he would have chiclets in his pocket.
And it smelled like
peppermint.
I love it. It's a beautiful story. Now I gotta go get some peppermint tikka whatever.
So that's the one you already have.
That's already gone, so I need to re-up.
So putting those two scents together, I had to, you know, figure that out, and their faces and how they responded to that once they opened the lid, and they were just like, oh, this is Daddy. Like,
wow.
It just solidified
why you what do we were doing. Yeah. Oh, Dawn, I love that. I mean, I've heard your story a whole bunch of times, and we've been together a whole bunch of times, but to hear you tell it in that way, and then to give your ancestors access to their ancestors through what their ancestors and their ancestors did. It's like, it's a generational healing that's happening through your courage to create. So thank you again.
Yeah. Yes. Amen.
Yeah. So I just want to say that affirm is the theme for season 1 for the Natural Home Network. So what I love to do is ask a question.
Okay.
How do you affirm yourself?
Wow.
Yeah. How do you affirm yourself? You talked about everybody else. You light up when you talk about all the memories of everybody else. But for Dawn, my name is Dawn. How do you affirm yourself?
Honestly, I have to, or I do, I have to listen to my pastor or a pastor. The words that I grew up understanding about myself, and hearing the love that came and comes from Jesus for me, and what's real to me confirms my life. So it makes it easy for me to, like, remember. Like, that is something that I constantly say to myself. Remember why he created you. Remember what he created you for, Remember that he loves you.
Mm.
Remember that he'd never leave you. Those things are what I feel affirm me and definitely can help me move.
Yeah.
And just remembering, it's just remembering, because not a day since I was born to which I wasn't supposed to be here,
Mm.
because of how long it took for me to get here. And
45
so
minutes is a long
it
time.
is. My grandfather, my mother's father, told her that, baby, you have one. In case if she doesn't come, if she can't come, you have one. And my mom said, no, they're going to get, she's coming. And so I remember those things. I'm here for a purpose. What is your purpose? And remember your purpose.
You better say it. You better say it, Dawn.
So yeah.
I invite you to affirm with me, and if you don't mind, I would love for you to close your eyes and repeat after me. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
By shining my light, I help others.
By shining my light, I help others.
I belong in any space I walk into.
I belong in any space I walk into.
I trust the timing of my life.
I trust the timing of my life.
I honor my commitment to take care of myself.
I honor the commitment to take care of myself.
I am loving.
I am loving.
I am loved.
I am loved.
And I am lovable.
And I am lovable.
Yes, you are. Open your eyes. That's what affirmation is. That is why I do what I do, to be able to help Black women to share their stories of healing. So thank you for sharing yours today, Dawn.
Thank you for having me, even in all my tears. Ooh, this was beautiful.
Yeah. So get your life together so you could tell the people how to stay in touch with you.
Okay. So I am, so our website, 9026, and the
90.
zero, yes, 90, and then the word spelled out 26 is .com. And so that's a play, obviously, on the address. So 9026.com. And I am also on Instagram at 9026, same handle, and Facebook as well. 9026 is the handle. And any questions and things, you are able to contact me definitely through the contact us. Anything that you might need, if you even find me on Instagram and have a question about any product or anything like that, I definitely respond. It's me. So I am here. I am here to help and assist. And I look forward to anyone and everyone coming through and shop. And I'm excited for you to read the collections, read the stories, Under the Candles, read all of that.
Yeah. And they smell amazing, and you really do take care of putting quality ingredients, and I'm thankful for that as well. So with that, this is the Natural Home Network, and we'll see you next week. Tune in next time for our episode of Healing Habits at Home with Adrienne Carwheel, Wednesdays at 5:30 Eastern Time, right here on KP Media TV.
That's it for this week. Join us again next Wednesday for Healing Habits at Home with Adrienne Carwheel.